On second down, here's Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mills throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll run here with Pierce. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just... Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Desmond King picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jags are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick-6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here. And, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A run by Pierce begins the 2nd half. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They go play action. Mills. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll go again with Etienne. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. J.J. Watt, tough to stop. He gets upfield and makes a play behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence, screenplay, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Once more, Etienne. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They hand off to their big tight end. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's complete to Tavon Austin. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st down, Mills. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. They go again with Pierce. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Christian Harris brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give left side for Pierce. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn comes on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trayvon Walker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
3rd and long for Mills. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about it. And now here is another interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Completes it to Austin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hand off right side to Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my